Something interesting that I realized and was thinking about yesterday. I think this is an interesting thing to think about and share. Um, I realized recently, mostly through conversations and happenings with my husband and old friends, that I'm in a minority of people who have had the privilege of lifelong friends. Going to the same school, same church all my life, being able to keep in touch with, run into, and communicate with others who've been in the same places I have for the same amount of time is becoming and is not something that's an everyday occurrence. With families that move throughout their lives, parents that divorce, school and work and life situations, I have been so blessed with the ability to live in a home and grow up with both parents present, working and married, and keeping that stability. Sending me to one school my whole life, able to make spiritual commitments, and made it mandatory to foster that in us every week. The American dream, I've noticed, only happens to an actual small percentage of people. Traditional godly marriage and family, even though sure it's riddled with insecurities and traumas the same, is a small but very important lifestyle. I take courage in knowing that we are raising our children this way, that we, my husband and I, have made this way of life our priority. And I ache in my soul for those families and individuals who wish they had, especially since the children of this world, this broken world, will never know that they are products of the actions and consequences of adults who could have chosen these paths as well. May God have mercy on our souls. I literally never thought about people not having lifelong friends, because that's just how I grew up, that's what I know, that's what I knew, but then there have been some things that have happened recently. One of them being I lost a friend of mine to suicide. He took his own life. But I've known him my whole life. Ever since I was a kid. We were kids together. We grew up together. And I actually made a list after the fact of people I've known my whole life. And for me, I have 6 people on here that I've known my whole life. 4 that I'm still in touch with. Yeah, that I've known since I was a kid. And I didn't know that wasn't something that everyone had. Sure, you think back, you're like, oh yeah, there was that one person that used to be my neighbor, neighbor kid growing up. We used to do stuff together. Cool. Or switching schools throughout your life, or moving homes throughout your life, moving school districts, going from one to another. I wouldn't say I lived in a bubble. I know I was sheltered. That's okay. But I guess I never thought of it. How many of you have known someone, ever since preschool, kindergarten? Or, maybe even before that, not even school, but your neighbor or something. Did you live in the same house your whole life? Have you kept in touch with anyone ever since, you were kids together? How many of you have that experience, or don't have that experience and wish you did? I guess I'm not confused by it. It's not like a mind blow thing. But are there other people out there like me who have actually had friends, people that they've known, people that they've done stuff with, communicated with forever,